It's a good start, yeah.
It's a good baseline.
Yeah. And those will be spread out.
You do a little line.
So did I answer most of your questions? If you have other questions, then we can take them back and email Janelle. Or Janelle can email us, whatever. We'll give you responses.
It's a really have to kind of see it when it comes in.
Right, we won't know until we're
Gotcha.
committed,
Yeah.
signed on.
I got a
But
question.
even so, read it, go through the education.
I have a question.
We have to go.
So now it'll be level 1,
Yeah,
2,
she's
3,
not
4, 5
Exactly.
DTM, or no?
There's 2 pathways. 2 pathway guides to become DTM in addition to,
In the pathway.
right.
Is you have to earn a certain amount of points, a certain amount of levels?
I'm sorry.
Complete 2.
You're going to talk about something else next, or you're open for questions?
This is, I have a couple minutes for questions.
Yeah, because my question, but first of all, I'm not sure what is the objective of tonight. My question goes beyond of the description of what pathways is. My question is, what is Toastmasters as an organization doing to make this program work? Because typically, and this is a self-critique, the technology that the Toastmasters provide is not necessarily the best. And I feel that there is a push towards using online technology. So what is Toastmasters doing? Because we're talking about this, and honestly, I was expecting, for example, that you had access into a pilot website, because everything is really dry, where you're showing screens because you
Yeah, we don't have
Right.
full access.
But
There are
that's-
tutorials. There will be tutorials for every level, how to do an evaluation, how to utilize Basecamp, how to do your education, how to save on your profile. I mean, I could spend time on a profile, but you will have your own roles. You will be able to
Right.
put those dates in. You'll be able to keep track of where you are. There's a,
But since
it's
you're
night
part of-
and
since
day
you're part of
from
the
the
project,
technology that they had before to what they'll
have
have
you
now.
had a chance to play with the pilot?
Parts. I don't have access to the 300, no, I
Because
can
that's
see
one of
parts
my
of
main
it.
concerns about.
Yeah, just let.
The idea is fantastic. The description of the path is fantastic. My honest concern is that Toastmasters as an organization may not have a technology that will keep up the pace with this fantastic idea.
Well, here's the difference. If you finished a manual, right, you finished your CC, then you hand it to your BPE to sign off on, right? And then they have to mail it to National, request it, and it takes about 2 weeks to get your new books. You will have 1 hour once you've completed one path, so you can start your new one.
If the technology works, as
It's worked for
expected.
the rest of the world from what we've heard.
Because we have the website for a while, and honestly, I don't think that everybody uses it as we would like to.
Well, I think
that
we
was
should
my
start
major
looking
concern.
at the Toastmasters International now and see what's available and read through all the pathways, because there are some tutorials that are up there
I
now.
think that would be great, because if
Well, you
you
have
guys are giving us
access
the
to general.
presentation, well, don't let me finish my
Oh,
statement.
I'm
That's
sorry,
okay.
I'm sorry,
No,
what?
that's okay, we can talk offline.
No, what was it that you were?
No, it's
answering?
like, I'm surprised that you are part of this pilot, or you're part of this initiative. I'm really surprised that you cannot tell me that you've been at least playing with some of the pilots. Because typically, when you deploy something new, you have test environments, you have pilot environments. It would have been great if we could see what is your feedback about that, because all these years, I've been very concerned about the ability of the website to provide this value add. And I think we're being pushed, like, fantastic. I work in computers, I can do it. But we have the diverse backgrounds, we have people of all backgrounds. I'm a bit concerned about the success of that implementation.
I would tell you, many of us had the same concern when we're being introduced as pathway. Because I'm coming from a technology background myself,
Mhm.
doing rollouts like this, and I'm like, where is our sandbox, so to speak, where we get to play?
There's a point.
And they made it clear that the rest of the world has it. It's fine. They're loving it. We are the very last few hundreds of people. to
So the
get
rest
it.
of the world already has it?
Yes, for months. So that's what they keep coming back to us. That was where I guess we got a little more comfortable with saying, okay, if everybody else has been doing it for months, then there must be something to it.
So
And they
the
rolled it out
rest of
the
the world
same
has
way.
it, and we don't even have access to a demo here?
We don't
I
even,
mean,
we don't even
I've
have
seen like
access to
PDF
this.
versions, I've
Yeah.
seen
Yeah,
the minimal amount. I have different access, I have a little bit more than what Deborah does, but even Lydia, who's our chief ambassador, she only has certain limitations until May 15th. And that's why the webinars will be available, and we can go through base camp together. We can find out what the mutual questions
Yeah.
are from each of the clubs. You know, maybe certain things will go a little bit easier, maybe we're having challenges in this area, and if we're having similar challenges, we're hoping that over the years, the 3 years that it's taken, that those kinks have been out. I don't know that for a fact. I've been a member for a couple of years too, and I know the technology in December, you have to like wait a week before they upload and do their inventory. But I mean, I don't know that that's,
we
you know.
all had the same grumbling.
Yeah,
We're
I
like,
mean-
how are we introducing it to the clubs when we can't even fully tell them
Yeah,
how it
that's,
looks?
yeah, that's,
And that's where they're like.
And it's frustrating to me, and I
Yeah.
apologize that I
Yeah.
couldn't go through a whole pathway with you.
no, I mean, this is not about you too, but you're part of a group, you're part of an initiative.
Right.
Yeah,
I believe in Toastmasters, but I think you can be our channel to send this feedback back.
Yeah,
Because
that's
we're
great.
talking about May 15. I also heard that we also have 2 years. I mean, those who are halfway through, we have to rush to get into a DTM. Make very valid
The
questions that we won't have
leadership
space
is a
to it.
big issue.
So,
You know, context will still be similar.
Yeah.
That hasn't really changed. Instead of 6 speeches for international, you'll have to
Yeah.
have 4 speeches a level 2. So that
I'm
was
sure that all of the other areas in the world had, when they started, had the same concerns,
exactly.
but just like every area of the world, they did not roll out the carpet for everybody at one time. Do you remember when Chuck Fields was in our club?
I know, I remember.
Okay, and we started, that was the research that was done, and only certain clubs were the research. And those guys who did the presentation and who worked the programs then gave that feedback back to them to how it's gotten. But they